Hey there, science fans, welcome back to another exciting journey into the world of the unknown. Today, we're diving into the fascinating and often perplexing world of viruses. These microscopic entities have puzzled scientists for decades. These tiny things are already weird, right? They're not even alive in the traditional sense, but they can still make us sick. They exist in a gray area between living and non-living things, but some viruses are extra strange. They break the rules we thought we knew about how life works. They challenge our understanding of biology and push the boundaries of science. Imagine a creature so small you need a superpowered microscope to even see it. These viruses are invisible to the naked eye, yet they have a massive impact on our health and ecosystems. Now, imagine that this tiny thing can make you sick. That's a virus. They invade our cells, hijack our machinery, and replicate themselves, causing diseases. But hold on, it gets weirder. Some viruses are so strange that scientists scratch their heads in wonder. They exhibit behaviors and characteristics that defy our current understanding. They seem to defy the laws of nature. These anomalies make us question the very foundations of biology and evolution. These mysterious viruses challenge our understanding of evolution. They possess genetic material that doesn't fit neatly into the tree of life, suggesting they might have ancient origins or unique evolutionary paths. They make us question everything we thought we knew. Each discovery about these viruses opens up new questions and mysteries. It's like finding a car that runs on water. It shouldn't work, but it does. These viruses operate in ways that seem impossible, yet they exist and thrive. And that's what makes these viruses so fascinating. They are tiny enigmas that push the boundaries of science and ignite our curiosity. They remind us that there is still so much to learn and discover in the world of biology. So, next time you hear about a new virus, remember that it might just be one of these tiny mysteries that defy logic. Stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of science. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Until next time, keep questioning and keep discovering. So, how do viruses survive? It's a question that has puzzled scientists for decades. It's all about evolution, the process of change over time. Evolution is the driving force behind the survival of all living organisms, including viruses. Creatures that are good at surviving and reproducing pass on their genes. This is true for everything from the smallest bacteria to the largest mammals. Those that aren't, well, they fade away. Natural selection ensures that only the fittest survive to pass on their genetic material. It's survival of the fittest, even in the microscopic world. Viruses, despite their simplicity, are no exception to this rule. But here's the head-scratcher. Some viruses seem to have traits that should make them terrible at survival. They possess characteristics that, at first glance, appear to be significant disadvantages. They're like a cheetah with a limp. You wouldn't expect it to catch anything, right? Yet, these viruses manage to thrive in environments where they should logically fail. But these viruses are still here, which means they're doing something right. They have found unique ways to adapt and survive, defying our expectations. For example, some viruses are huge, which normally would make them easier for our bodies to fight off. Their large size should be a disadvantage, making them more visible to our immune system. Others have really complex structures, which should be hard to replicate. These intricate designs should theoretically slow down their reproduction process. Yet, they persist. It's a paradox. Scientists are constantly studying these anomalies to understand how these viruses manage to survive and even thrive. Their findings could unlock new ways to combat viral infections. Understanding these paradoxes is crucial. It could lead to breakthroughs in how we treat and prevent viral diseases, potentially saving millions of lives. The more we learn about these resilient viruses, the better equipped we will be to fight them. It's a race against time, but with each discovery, we get closer to unraveling the mysteries of these viral paradoxes. Let's meet some of these rule-breaking viruses. These viruses are not just any ordinary viruses, they are giants in the microscopic world, defying the conventional understanding of what a virus should be. First up, we have the Mimivirus. This virus is so large that it was initially mistaken for a bacterium. Its discovery marked a significant turning point in virology. This giant virus was discovered in the 1990s. Back then, scientists were not expecting to find a virus of this size, and it took the scientific community by surprise. It was hiding in an amoeba, a single-celled organism. Amoebas are often hosts to various microorganisms, but finding a virus of this magnitude within one was unprecedented. Scientists were shocked by its size. It was bigger than some bacteria. This discovery challenged the traditional boundaries between viruses and cellular life forms. Then came Pithovirus, another giant virus found in the Siberian permafrost. This virus was even more astonishing due to its ancient origins. It had been frozen for thousands of years. The discovery of Pithovirus opened up new questions about the survival and evolution of viruses over geological timescales. These giant viruses are like the dinosaurs of the virus world. Just as dinosaurs were the giants of the animal kingdom, these viruses are the giants of the microbial world. They're huge and complex, and they challenge our understanding of what a virus can be. Their intricate structures and large genomes make them more similar to cellular organisms than to traditional viruses. These giant viruses are so big and complex, they blur the line between viruses and bacteria. This blurring of lines has led scientists to reconsider the very definition of a virus. They have genes that code for things that viruses shouldn't need. For example, some of these genes are involved in protein synthesis, a function typically associated with cellular life. It's like finding a bicycle with an airplane engine. It's unexpected and a little confusing. These discoveries force us to rethink the complexity and capabilities of viruses, showing us that there is still so much to learn about the microscopic world. Now let's talk about endogenous retroviruses. Don't let the name scare you. These viruses are ancient invaders that have become a part of us. Yes, you read that right. They're in our DNA. Millions of years ago, these viruses infected our ancestors. Instead of just making copies of themselves, they inserted their genetic material into our ancestors' DNA. And guess what? That DNA got passed down through generations, all the way to you and me. It's like finding an old photo album in your attic and realizing there are pictures of strangers in your family history. These ancient viruses are a reminder that our evolution is intertwined with the evolution of viruses. Some viruses are like sleeping giants. They can lie dormant or inactive inside our bodies for years. They're like bears hibernating in winter. They're not gone, just taking a nap. But here's the scary part. These sleeping viruses can wake up. If our immune systems weaken or if something triggers them, they can become active again and make us sick. It's like accidentally poking a sleeping bear. You don't want to do it. These dormant viruses are a hidden threat. We don't always know they're there, and we don't always know what will wake them up. It's a bit like a ticking time bomb, and scientists are working hard to understand these sleeping giants. Now let's talk about climate change. As the Earth warms up, the permafrost, which is permanently frozen ground, is starting to thaw. And guess what's trapped in the permafrost? You got it, ancient viruses. As the permafrost melts, these ancient viruses could be released into the environment. We don't know what these viruses are capable of, but it's a potential health risk we need to be aware of. It's like opening Pandora's box. We don't know what's inside, and it might not be good. This is why studying these viruses is so important. We need to understand what we're dealing with so we can be prepared for any potential threats. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to viruses. Viruses are constantly evolving. They're like tiny ninjas, changing and adapting to survive. This constant evolution makes it difficult to predict what they'll do next. It's like trying to hit a moving target. You never know where it's going to be. Will new viruses emerge? Will old viruses become more dangerous? These are questions scientists are working hard to answer. It's a race against time, and we need to stay one step ahead of these tiny but mighty foes. So why should we care about these strange viruses? Well, for starters, they challenge our understanding of life itself. They make us question what we thought we knew about how viruses work and how they evolve. But it's not just about scientific curiosity. Understanding these viruses is crucial for protecting our health. By learning about their strengths and weaknesses, we can develop better treatments and vaccines to combat viral diseases. Scientists are like detectives, working tirelessly to solve the mysteries of these unusual viruses. They use cutting-edge technology to study their structures, analyze their genes, and understand their behaviors. It's a continuous process of discovery, and every new finding brings us closer to understanding these viral anomalies. Science is our best tool in the fight against viral diseases. Thanks to the hard work of scientists, we've made incredible progress in virology and medicine. We've developed vaccines for diseases like polio and measles, and we're constantly working on new treatments for viral infections. We've also learned the importance of prevention. Simple things like washing our hands and covering our mouths when we cough can go a long way in stopping the spread of viruses. The world of viruses is full of surprises. There's still so much we don't know, and these strange, rule-breaking viruses remind us that we need to stay vigilant. We need to support scientific research, promote public health measures, and be prepared for whatever the future holds. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding these viral anomalies, we can better protect ourselves and future generations from the threat of viral diseases. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay healthy.